Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Why young men should date a Filipina. This is going to be part 9 of a long series, and today we're going to talk about because you're not getting any younger. Are you a young man believing that you have all kinds of time and can afford to put off looking for someone that you could marry? I remembered how fast time flies, and in my 20s, when they turned into 30s, like nothing. The 30s quickly evaporated in my 40s, and then 40, next thing you know, I was 53, for crying out loud, and still not married. Didn't even have anyone to consider back then. I'd like to suggest to young men to seriously think about taking steps to start a relationship today, because putting something off till tomorrow can add up to a lot of tomorrows. You are getting older, and you don't even know how much time you will be given. Please subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea. I'm going to offer marriage advice to young men because I do care. Comment, of course, they are welcome. Starting a series called Why Young Men Should Date Filipina. And the videos in the YouTube will be in the YouTube playlist called Young Men and Filipinas. And so I've got quite a few to make, actually. Trying to respond to some reasons people give to not pursue marriage. So I'll just kind of break it down into different ideas and talk about each one. I think the best time to find someone to marry is, no surprise, when we're younger. I think men should be getting married much earlier than they are. And if you're 30, you have lived 39% of your life expectancy. 39%. I bet you didn't want to hear that. I'm married at 53, so I checked, and that's 70% of my expected lifespan as a male. That would be 76 years. And my father and sister both died at 55 and 51. For something as important as marriage, that doesn't mean doesn't leave you with a lot of room in the middle of your lifespan for a vibrant life, considering how the back end tends to go if you live long enough. Marriage provides, just as I thought it would, better financial security, companionship, sexual intimacy, children, still working on that, fulfillment, and accomplishing what God wants most men to do for their good and the good of society. In my 8 years now of marriage, which has also gone by really fast, I have wondered how I was able to survive being single and not in a relationship for so long. I almost didn't. Never once, though, did I waver in my pursuit of a wife, but I started in earnest when I was all of 24, which now still seems a little bit on the old side, a little late in the dating game to begin. Eventually, I believed I had to look overseas before throwing in the towel, so I can endorse dating Filipinas who live in the Philippines. I wish I had a lot more time to talk to you today, but you can find about 1,480 videos on my YouTube channel called Love Beyond the Sea. Remember the playlist called Young Men and Filipinas. This video series is called Why Young Men Should Date a Filipina, and hopefully for the purpose of marriage. The fact is, you don't know how much time you have left to invest in finding someone to marry. Go where you're wanted if you dare to find love beyond the sea.